Layton!
I'm sorry. Hi, I'm Layton. Welcome back to Back in the Day Friday with Old Man Nevitt. How you doing today, Old Man Nevitt?
Not very good, Layton. We're here filming a show. This is a professional. Back in my day, you show up, you act professional. What are you doing? What are you looking at?
Looking at Instagram.
What Insta? What is that?
Pictures.
Pictures.
People post pictures.
Pictures. Back in my day, picture. This isn't a picture. You know what this is?
What?
It's a bunch of ones and zeros, and yours looks like zeros to me, Layton. Looks like a bunch of zeros. Back in my day, a picture was something you could hold, you could touch. What happens? What happens if you got a picture of your girl here and then she breaks up with you? What would you want to do with it?
I would delete the photo.
How do you get your frustration? How do you get your pain out of that? Back in my day, the girl dumps you, you're upset, you're frustrated, you got all this anger. What to do with it? You rip the picture up. You rip it in half, and then what you do if you still don't feel better?
Go get ice cream and cry in my closet.
You don't cry. There's no crying back in the day. You rip it again and again and again, and pretty soon, eventually, you got a whole bunch of little bitty pieces, and you feel better. You're not angry anymore. You move on with your life, and everything's good. And then what? What if things are going great? What if things are going great with the girl? What do you want to do with the picture?
Would want to.
You don't know what to do with the picture. Back in my day, you would want to hang it up. You want to hang up. You're proud. She's a sweet girl. You want to hang it up. Well, how are you going to hang this up? Layton, you need to learn a little bit about the photography process. Back in the day, I actually have some experience with photography. We worked in the darkroom. You ever heard of the darkroom? You know what that is?
Is it a room with the lights turned off?
Well, you were a veritable genius, Layton. Veritable genius. The lights are off. Not completely, though. To print the pictures, to develop them, yes. To print the pictures, we use a safe light. Look at that. Wow. See, you're not shielding your eyes, are you? That's because it's safe. It's safe enough for the photographic paper. So I actually have in our darkroom over here, a vintage enlarger. Got all the equipment. We got some chemicals right here. We'll just get out of the old closet. Got some chemicals ready to go that we're gonna.
Are those toxic?
Mix up there. Well, I wouldn't drink them, Layton. You guys, you don't make the smartest decisions.
Is it legal?
Is it legal? Well, in 37 states, Layton, 37 states, it's legal. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna mix up our chemicals. We're gonna head next door to the dark room, and we're gonna teach you how we made pictures back in the day. Wasn't ones and zeros, things you can actually touch, feel, hang up on the wall, make mom and dad proud. Let's go take a look.
All right.
All right, Layton, here we are, right here in my very own, the Old Man Nevitt dark room. What do you think?
Did you have nachos at the cafeteria today?
No, Layton, it's not flatulence. What you smell is the chemicals. The chemicals, yeah, they do smell a little strong, but it takes a strong chemical to make a great picture and to make this magical process happen. You thought magic wasn't real, but you're going to see the magic happen right here. So what we've got here, we have an enlarger, and within that enlarger, we already have a negative. So this is what a negative looks like. See, you know why it's called a negative?
Because it's less than zero?
It's not a mathematical. There's no numbers there. Now it's the opposite. It's a reversal. It's a reversal of the picture. So the negative is what the camera takes. It imprints the light on, but it's reversed. The lights are dark. The darks are light. Our enlarger is going to reverse it back to normal. We're going to put our photographic paper down here.
Like the magic school bus?
Right, the magic school bus, Layton. Photographic paper down here, and we'll expose the paper. The paper has silver on it that when exposed to light and then run through these chemicals is going to make the image on that negative appear on the paper. So go ahead and turn off the lights now. All right, you all right?
I'm scared of the dark.
You're not, well, that's what I worry about. We've got a couple of night lights for you over here. They're called safe lights. Those lights, you can call them a night light if you want to, but we call them safe lights. Okay. And so those safe lights will keep our paper from being exposed. So under this kind of reddish orangish light, the paper can be taken out. If we had taken out the paper a moment ago, everything would have turned black on our paper. We'd have no image. So taking our paper out here, and then it's real important that we get the paper put back up and covered up here so it doesn't get exposed. And we're going to put it in our carrier. Like so. Line it up just right. Now we're gonna run a test on this first one. We don't know exactly how long we want to expose the paper. The longer we expose the paper, guess what happens?
It'll explode.
Nothing explosive here. The longer we expose the paper, the darker the image will be. So we want to test. We're gonna test in 5 strips here every 5 seconds. So. Here we go. This part of the paper will expose the whole time. The other parts for less of a time. All right. So we've exposed our paper, so we're going to get a different level of darkness.
But I don't see the picture.
On each of the sun. You got to be patient, Leighton. Let's be patient. We're going to put it in our chemicals. This is where the magic's going to happen. So we're putting in the developer here. The develop is going to make this picture appear. Now, be very careful, Leighton. Don't touch the chemicals. The chemicals are acid. You don't want to get them on your hands. Especially don't want to get them on your face because it is acid.
Does that mean I could be like the Joker?
Yeah, the joke will be on you. Your face will be fried and nobody will be laughing. Actually, you know what, I think they will be laughing. They'll be laughing right at you. So yeah, not the kind of joke that you want to be a part of. So, see, as you watch here, you can see that image start to disappearing. Pretty magical, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. What picture is that?
Well, if you look closely, you can see now that that's a car appearing. A car with a very young old man Nevitt in there. See it right there.
They had cars back in the day?
Leighton, have some respect for your elders. All right, of course they had cars back in my day. I'm old man Nevitt, not ancient man Nevitt.
But what about the dinosaurs? Wouldn't they just step on them?
You know what? A dinosaur is gonna step on you. No dinosaurs back then, Leighton.
What about woolly mammoths?
Woolly mammoths also extinct by then. Just like you young people are, you don't start showing a little more respect for your elders. So now we're putting in the stop bath. What do you think the stop bath does, Leighton?
I don't know, but our bath gets stopped when a lot of hair gets clogged in the drain. No offense, old man Nevitt.
You know what, Leighton? I'm not taking any offense to that because this lack of hair, you might see it as a lack of hair up here, Leighton. And you know, you and your generation thinks that's no good because you watch all these Hair Club for Men commercials that try to tell you it's a bad thing to not have any hair up there. Let me tell you what you see as a lack of hair, I see as a sign of wisdom, a positive sign of lots of wisdom. So, going through the stop bath here, and it's going to stop the development process and lock this image in that we have on our paper.
That car kind of looks like a boat.
Well, you know what, Leighton? That is a Chevrolet station wagon, vintage 1974 Chevrolet station wagon. And that thing, you know, it's a little like a large boat. That thing took up 1.5 lanes, weighed about 2.5 tons. You were the king of the road in a vehicle like that. If you aren't the best driver, you run into a brick wall. That station wagon is still going to be looking crystal clear, brand new, and the brick wall is going to wish it never met that station wagon. So you know what, Leighton? My parents cared about me, and they bought the biggest car they could find to keep me safe, and that's how I've been able to live to this grand old age. All right, so this is the fixer. What do you think the fixer does?
It fixes it.
You know what, Leighton? I thought you had it. I thought you were doing so well. No, it doesn't fix. It's not just what the name says. Just because it's called the fixer doesn't mean it fixes it, Leighton. What it actually does is any of the undeveloped silver on here, it's going to take that silver off, and so it's going to remove it from the page. So in a sense, sure, it fixes the it fixes the print by taking any of the unexposed, undeveloped silver off. That's why we've got to be careful when we get rid of these chemicals. You can't put them down the drain.
How old are you in that picture?
You know, Leighton, I would imagine I'm about maybe I don't know, 3 years old or so. You think? So now we're just going to put it in water and we're going to give it a little rinse. And you know, next time through we'll pick the part that has the perfect exposure. We'll expose it for that amount of time and we'll come out with a great print.
All right.
So, thank you for joining us here on Back in the Day Friday. For Leighton, I'm Old Man Nevitt. We'll see you next time. Back in the Day.